top 10 richest people in the world, the ones that hold the highest heritage globally, well, you definitely know some of them, but you may be surprised by some changing positions in the 2023 list according to Forbes. Nevertheless, they all have one thing in common. We are talking about successful entrepreneurs with great minds who dedicate themselves to build organizations that make the difference. Would you like to become the next one on the list? Then keep watching the video to find out more, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay updated on more content. Let's go! Alright, so let's start from the bottom to the top. At the position number 10, we have François Bettencourt Meyers and family. So she has a net worth of $76.3 billion with an age of 69 and a nationality of France. So basically, who is François Bettencourt Meyers? She is the granddaughter of the founder of L'Oréal, and she is the richest woman in the world. In fact, she is the only woman on this top 10 list. So she and her family own around 33% of L'Oréal stock. She has served on L'Oréal's board since 1997 and is the chairwoman of the family holding company. She became France's reigning L'Oréal heiress in 2017 when her mother, Liliane Bettencourt, then the world's richest woman, died at age 94. She also serves as the president of her family's philanthropic foundation, which encourages French progress in the sciences and arts. Amazing. And together, L'Oréal and the Bettencourt Meyers family agreed to donate $227 million to repair Notre Dame Cathedral following the April 2019 fire. Then, at position number 9, we have Carlos Slim Helou and family, with a net worth of $86.2 billion, with an age of 82 and a nationality from Mexico. Basically, he is Mexico's richest man. So Carlos Slim Helou and his family control América Móvil, Latin America's biggest mobile telecom firm. So we are in the telecom field. With foreign telecom partners, Slim bought a stake in Telmex, Mexico's only phone company, in 1990. Telmex is now part of América Móvil. He also owns stakes in Mexican construction, consumer goods, mining, and real estate companies, and 17% of the New York Times. His son-in-law, Fernando Romero, designed the Sumaya Museum in Mexico City, home to Slim's extensive eclectic art collection. Slim and his family hold a 79% stake of Grupo Grasso, one of Latin America's largest conglomerates, accounting for over 80% of his fortune. Then, at position number 8, we have Mukesh Ambani, with a net worth of $89.3 billion, at age 65 and coming from India. So, Mukesh Ambani chairs and runs $104 billion revenue Reliance Industries, which has interests in petrochemicals, oil and gas, telecom, and retail. Reliance was founded by his late father, Dhirubhai Ambani, a yarn trader, in 1966 as a small textile manufacturer. After his father's death in 2002, Ambani and his younger sibling Anil divvied up the family empire. Reliance sparked a telecom price war with the launch of 4G phone and broadband service Jio in 2016. Today, he has more than 420 million subscribers and is ready to launch 5G services. Ambani is pivoting Reliance into green energy. Great choice. The company will be investing $80 billion over the next 10-15 years on renewable energy and building a new complex next to its refinery. He has spelled out his succession plan. So Nakash is now chairman of Reliance Jio, Daughter Isha oversees retail, and younger son Anand has been inducted into the new energy business. At position number 7, we find the well-known Bill Gates, with a net worth of $102.1 billion, an age of 67, and coming from United States. Bill Gates turned his fortune from software firm Microsoft, the well-known, into diversified holdings including investments in zero-carbon energy. In May 2021, Bill and Melinda Gates each announced on Twitter they were ending their marriage after 27 years, unfortunately, but they still co-chair the charitable Gates Foundation. Gates, who co-founded Microsoft with Paul Allen in 1975, transferred at least $6 billion worth of shares in public companies to Melinda as part of the divorce settlement. As of March 2020, when Gates stepped down from the Microsoft board, he owned about 1.3% of the software and computing company's shares. He has also invested in dozens of companies, including Republic Services and Deere & Co., and he's one of the largest owners of farmlands in the United States. To date, Gates has donated more than $59 billion to the Gates Foundation, including a $20 billion gift announced in July 2022. Most of his early donations were gifts of Microsoft stocks. Then, at position number 6, we have Larry Ellison with a net worth of $106.2 billion, an age of 78, and coming from United States. We are speaking of Oracle. In fact, Larry Ellison is chairman, chief technology officer, and co-founder of the software giant Oracle, of which he owns about 35%. He gave up the Oracle CEO role in 2014 after 37 years at the helm. Oracle has grown in part through steady acquisitions of software companies, the biggest of which was $28.3 billion for electronic health records company Cerner in 2021. In 2020, Ellison moved permanently to the Hawaiian island Lanai. Wow! Which he bought nearly all of in 2012 for $300 million. Can I come with you? Then he sat on the board of Tesla from December 2018 to August 2022. He still owns about 15 million shares in the electric car maker. Then going up at position number 5, we have Jeff Bezos with a net worth of $109.3 billion, an age of 58, and coming from United States as nationality. And we are speaking, of course, about Amazon. So Jeff Bezos founded the e-commerce giant Amazon in 1994 out of his garage in Seattle. He stepped down as CEO to become executive chairman in July 2021. He now owns a bit less than 10% of the company. He and his wife Mackenzie divorced in 2019 after 25 years of marriage, and he transferred a quarter of his then 60% Amazon stake to her. Bezos has donated more than $400 million worth of stock to nonprofits in 2022, though it's unclear which organizations received those shares, but it is a good choice always. Bezos owns the Washington Post and Blue Origin, an aerospace company developing rockets. He briefly flew to space in one in July 2021. And he said in a November 2022 interview with CNN that he plans to give away the majority of his wealth in his lifetime without disclosing specific details. Well done, Jeff. Then at position number 4, we have Warren Buffett with a net worth of $110.6 billion, an age of 92, and nationality from United States. Known as the Oracle of Omaha, is one of the most successful investors of all time. Buffett runs Berkshire Hathaway, which owns dozens of companies, including insurer Jayco, battery maker Duracell, and restaurant chain Dairy Queen. The son of a US congressman, he first bought stock at age 11 and first filed taxes at age 13. He has promised to donate over 99% of his wealth So far, he has given more than $49 billion, mostly to the Gates Foundation and his kids' foundation. In 2010, he and Bill Gates launched the Giving Pledge, asking billionaires to commit to donating at least half of their wealth to charitable causes. That's great. At position number 3, we have Gautam Adani with a net worth of $124.2 billion, an age of 60, and a nationality from India. Gautam Adani is chairman of the $21 billion revenue Adani Group, with interests in ports, airports, power generation and transmission, green energy, edible oils, cement, and real estate, among others. Adani controls Mundra Port, India's largest, in his home state of Gujarat. Adani acquired a 74% stake in Mumbai International Airport, India's second busiest, in September 2020. He is now the country's biggest airport operator. In 2022, Adani acquired Swiss firm Holcim India's assets for $10.5 billion to become India's second largest cement producer. Adani wants to be the world's largest producer of green energy and has said he will invest up to $70 billion on renewable energy projects. Then we are going to the position number 2, where you'll be surprised to find Elon Musk with a net worth of $140.1 billion, an age of 51, and nationality of United States. Elon Musk co-founded 6 companies including electric car maker Tesla, rocket producer SpaceX, and Unilink startup Boring Company. He owns about 25% of Tesla between stocks and options, but has pledged more than half his stock as collateral for loans. SpaceX, founded in 2002, is worth $127 billion after a funding round in May 2022. It quadrupled its value in 3 years. Boring Company, which aims to defeat traffic, raised $675 million in April 2022 at a $5.7 billion valuation. Twitter's board agreed to sell the company to Musk for $44 billion in April 2022, after he disclosed a 9.1% stake and threatened a hostile takeover. The deal finally closed in October 2022 after Musk tried to back out and Twitter sued. Musk now owns an estimated 74% of the company. Definitely a great entrepreneur. And then at position number 1, we have Bernard Arnault and family, with a net worth of $195.6 billion, an age of 73, and coming from France. Bernard Arnault oversees the LVMH empire of some 70 fashion and cosmetic brands, including Louis Vuitton and Sephora. In fact, LVMH is for Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy. In January 2021, LVMH acquired American jeweler Tiffany & Co. for $15.8 billion, believed to be the biggest luxury brand acquisition ever. LVMH spent $3.2 billion in 2019 for luxury hospitality group Belmond, which owns or manages 46 hotels, trains, and river cruises. His father made a small fortune in construction. Arnault got his start by putting up $15 million from that business to buy Christian Dior in 1985. 4 of Arnault's 5 children work in corners of the LVMH empire: Frederic, Delphine, Antoine, and Alexander. So here is the global list of the billionaires worldwide, the top 10 as of 2023. Of course, it is subject to updates because there are different fluctuations in time. But of course, this list is not to show basically the net worth of each people, but is to motivate you and also myself, to better understand who are these people and to see, who knows, maybe if we could be one of them in the future. Speaking of it, if you would like to discover more about how to become a successful entrepreneur, I suggest you give a glimpse to my video right here in the corner, which is just focused on that. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if it is so, feel free to give a glimpse on my YouTube channel, as you'll find more content about business, world and digital tips. See you soon. Ciao!